family not going? 2-ish years ago, my brother, my nephew, and my mother were in a car accident. My mother died instantly. Oh, that's so sad. My brother and nephew passed away the next day. Oh, that is horrific. My family was small. Me, my husband, daughter, parents, brother, wife, and 2 nephews. Their loss was devastating for my life and for everyone, even worse for my father and my sister-in-law. 1 year ago, my daughter, Betty, 25 female, was proposed by her fiance and preparations began. During this process, they chose the date, and based on the day they met, added 7 years ago, that date is exactly 2 years since the death of my brother and nephew. Oh, interesting. I tried to talk to her about moving it because it is still a very difficult date for our family and even for myself, but she insisted, saying the venue had that date available and it would be perfect because all the other available dates aren't so good and wouldn't be so important. I respected her decision. That's a tough one. Recently, she sent the invitations to everyone as I predicted. My sister-in-law, my nephew, and my father responded that they would not attend. And despite not telling her, my father and sister-in-law told me that date choice was a sound offense to them. And they have every right to feel that way. Honestly, it's not like it's been a long time. It's been 2 years. I think it would be rather hard to celebrate someone else's happy day when it's a day that's just so dark and sad. And it's interesting when dates like that come about. It's almost like your body just sort of remembers, even if you don't exactly know why. And like for some reason you're just sad and you can't explain it. And then you realize like, oh, this is like the date that my grandfather died. It's interesting how that happens. I decided to remain neutral and I confirmed my presence and my husband. Today, my daughter called me unhappy that no one but us confirmed. My husband doesn't have family on his side, and her family part was empty, and she expected everyone to go on that date. Even more so after she explained the reason to them about the date, but they still refused. I feel like she's being a little bit inconsiderate of your feelings, to be honest. Like, it's also her family that passed away on this date. I tried to be supportive, but I said, love, this date is difficult even for me, but I will go to your wedding. But you have to understand that this choice of date has this consequence, and you would have to deal with the consequences of your choices. She exploded at me, saying that everyone is against her. It's not her fault the dates coincided, and everyone could make an effort to go for a few hours for her. But they decided just not to go, and I was basically saying, I told you so. I mean, there were other dates. It's not like this was the only date for like a year. You told her in advance. I don't know. I feel like in this scenario, she's got to be a little more understanding than she's being. She hung up with me without answering, and we still haven't spoken. My husband said he understands me, but I should have stayed away from it. Am I the a-hole? I feel like you're trying to communicate to her how devastating this was, and she's kind of only thinking about herself. This is the thing with people and their friggin' weddings. Just because you're getting married, that does not mean that everybody has to put their lives on hold because it's your wedding. I know it's like you get the one day, right? Oh, it's her wedding, it's her wedding, it's his wedding, it's his wedding. And it's like, yeah, okay, but like to a certain extent. We don't just automatically become your bitch if you're getting married. I'll become the bitch, but I will make it known that I don't appreciate being the bitch. I feel like your daughter is somewhat being an a-hole. I feel like she's not really considering the fact that this date has some pretty sad, pretty significant sad memories attached to it. And it is somewhat insulting to your family to assume that they would be down to celebrate on that day. Especially because of how little time has passed. She's being a bit of a bridezilla, I'm not gonna lie. Not the a-hole. I mean, you told her exactly why this would happen and she didn't listen. I think she was more upset in front of you than at you, if that makes sense. She's venting, but also kind of thoughtless to think that everyone would just swallow their grief to watch her get married on a really painful anniversary. This is the thing. Although getting married is the most important thing for you, it is not for everybody else. I'm a bit shocked that the daughter had no pain associated with that date. Yeah, I'm confused about that too. Like, why do we want to celebrate on a day that's so sad, where multiple family members died? That's weird to me.
Sociopaths get shit done, Fab.
That was her grandmother, uncle, and cousin, and only 2 years ago, sort of heartless. I agree. Not a lot of empathy going on. I'm wondering if it does hurt her and she's just trying to change that specific date into something good. Could be, but she didn't really articulate that. So I think that we do need to observe these dates and respect them, especially when they're fresh. The thing is, no one but her and her husband and maybe their parents are going to remember their wedding date in 5 years, but they will never forget the date they lost their loved ones. Losing a loved one, no less 3 of them, I feel like is a lot more significant than someone getting married. You are not the a-hole, my dear. You might need to tell your daughter she's being a bit of a bridezilla. And I disagree with your husband. This whole like stay out of it thing, I think that we do need to be telling people when they're being really, really inconsiderate. Because how else are they ever gonna know? Bye.